I need to know if the FBI signed off on this lawsuit.
We will get that
settlement.
answer for you, Senator.
And then I need to know who signed off on it. Did you sign off on it?
I absolutely did not and would never sign off on something
Did Chris
like that.
Wray sign off on it, the settlement?
I don't believe he did.
Okay. Did you don't know what?
Nor do I think he would have.
You need to let me know who signed off on this, if anyone at the FBI. So it was Merrick Garland who agreed to do this. Is that right?
Senator, I do not know.
Well, hell,
who
somebody
signed
had
off
to
on that.
agree to it. I've settled a lawsuit before. The client's got to agree to it. You're the client. All right.
Understood. I'm gonna direct in to the Department of Justice to answer those questions.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, I'm diving into one of the most intense and eye-opening hearings you'll ever see. Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana recently grilled the FBI's deputy director about an alleged assassination attempt on former President Trump. You won't believe what came out of this session. It's got everything from shocking admissions to fiery questions. So stick around because I'm breaking it all down for you. And before we get started, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a deep dive like this. So, here's the backstory. Senator Kennedy started off by asking the deputy FBI director, Mr. Abate, some intense questions about a supposed assassination attempt on Trump. Now, the shocking part, according to Abate, there's that Trump was hit by a bullet. That's right, a bullet fired by an assassin named Crooks. Can you believe that? Kennedy was grilling him on every little detail, making sure there was zero room for confusion. The big takeaway? The FBI is absolutely certain that Trump was injured by a bullet. Just imagine the tension in that hearing room. Next up, Kennedy moved on to ask some really interesting questions about the timing. He wanted to know why the Secret Service snipers didn't see the shooter, Crooks, until it was almost too late. Apparently, the sniper team only saw Crooks after he had already fired shots at Trump. Can you imagine the horror of that? Kennedy couldn't wrap his head around how this guy was up on a roof with a gun aimed at the former president, and no one noticed. The FBI's response was that Crooks was concealed. They say he was lying low until he was ready to shoot. This part is crazy, right? Makes you wonder just how well protected high-profile individuals really are. Then, Kennedy shifted gears to something equally intriguing, lawsuits involving two former FBI employees, Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. Now, if you don't know, these two were involved in some seriously controversial texts about Trump during the 2016 election. According to Kennedy, Strzok and Page were recently awarded $1.2 million and $800,000 respectively. That's a lot of taxpayer money. But here's the kicker. Abate says that while the Department of Justice was involved in these settlements, the FBI might not have actually signed off on it. Kennedy wasn't happy with that answer and demanded clarity. Who exactly approved this? He kept asking. It was intense. Let's talk about Senator Kennedy himself for a second because his questioning style is something else. Kennedy was totally relentless. He didn't let anything slide. His questions about whether FBI Director Chris Wray or anyone in the FBI approved these payouts really got to the heart of government accountability. He even threw in some of his signature humor, but make no mistake, he wanted real answers. Watching him, you could see just how passionate he is about transparency and truth, especially on matters this sensitive. This hearing revealed so much about how the FBI and Secret Service handle high-stakes situations involving national figures. It also raised big questions about accountability when it comes to government payouts. I mean, if even Senator Kennedy is having trouble getting a straight answer, what does that mean for the rest of us? What are your thoughts on this? Should there be more transparency from agencies like the FBI? Drop a comment down below and let me know. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, please don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps this channel grow and lets me know you're enjoying this content. Also, if you're into deep dives on major news stories, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because there's so much more where this came from. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.